11. Montaliani quick step drop, looking for Rodamer in the corner of the end zone. He catches a touchdown! He caught the football! Ronnie Rodamer! And they give to Ura on the first pitch. No, he's going to throw it. Looking for Rodamer downfield. He has him at the 50. 45-40. It's a foot race. 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Ronnie Rodamer. Great balls of fire. 80-yard touchdown pass for Chris Ura. Line to pass. Firing has a tight end wide open. Callan can make the tackle. Rodamer makes the tackle, forcing him out of bounds. Nice hit by Ronnie. 1st and 15. The fake to Ura. Now looking downfield. Porche's open. He goes to Rodamer. Rodamer was bumped. He still makes the catch. 15, 10, 5. Great balls of fire. This pass goes 57 yards. Ward, short pass, and it's caught. And Ronnie Rodamer was right there making the tackle. Christian to throw, flag at the line of scrimmage. Rodamer comes back in. Rodamer makes the catch at the 40, 30, 20, 15. Rodamer to the open field, 10, 5. Rodamer's going to score, but there's a penalty flag on the play. This is at its loudest. Boy takes a snap. Quick pitch. Quick pitch. Quick pitch. He's going to be short. He's going to be short. In the slot is Porche. Montaliani looking that way. Has Porche streaking down? No, he hits Rodamer at the 45. Ronnie's still on his feet. At the 50, it's a foot race. 40. Look at the speed by Ronnie Rodamer. Turns the corner. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Guess what? No flags. Ronnie Rodamer goes 69 yards, and the Mohegans now lead it 13-0. Shed back to pass. Looking. Throws up a wounded duck, and it's intercepted by Ronnie Rodamer. At the 30, still on his feet at the 35. Finally brought down at the 34-yard line with Ryan Adrian to his left. Tag, quick fires to Rodamer at the 45. Still on his feet, gone, forget it, goes, see you later, out of here. 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Ronnie Rodamer. He giveth, he scoreth. Now let him kick the extra point. On man of motion. Fake to Higginbotham on the keeper. Here comes the option. Ronnie Rodamer is right there. Rodamer got off his block and made the hit. Christian to throw. Over the middle. Rodamer wide open at the 40, running backwards, trying to get momentum. Here comes Ronnie's speed. First down, 30. Finally, ankle tackled inside the 25-yard line, down to the 24. This time wing to the right. Collins a throw, and it's intercepted by Rodamer. 4. He'll get it off. Christian to throw, rolling out of the pocket, looking, has Billmer, no, throws downfield for Rodamer. Ronnie makes the catch. 1st and 10, Morgantown at their own 38-yard line. Montaliani faking. There's Ronnie Rodamer wide open. Ronnie's open there. Touchdown. Play clock down to 2. Looking, looking, looking. Firing. Has Rodamer. Complete. Tags the throw. Looking. Has Rodamer. Fires, and it's caught at the 40. Ronnie's still on his feet at the 35. Brought down inside the 30. No, no, no. Whoa. Montaliani faking. Firing. Has Rodamer. Inside the 10. Down to the 8-yard line. Boy, was he hit hard. Wants him to throw. Looking. Fires one deep. Found him Taylor. Rodamer's right there. Makes the catch. Intercepted. The second of the night for the Mohegans. Again out of an eye. Sweet near side to Gorko. He's going to throw it. Hit as he throw it. It's a wounded duck, and it's picked off by Rodamer. His second of the night. Running to the 50, to the 45, and forced out of bounds at the Mohegan 41-yard line. Tags. Quick step. Fires a slant. It's caught by Rodamer. 1st and 10. 2 wingbacks set. No, you're not the wingback. He stays on blocks for Montaliani. Looking for Rodamer. Has him. Touchdown! Tag, drop back. Throws. Caught. Touchdown! Christian to Rodamer. He makes the catch. 2-point conversion. Faking once, throwing twice, caught. Another 2-point conversion for Ronnie Rodamer. Tag, quick step, lobs one to the near side. Has Rodamer, cut, 1st and 10, down to the 30. Montaliani throwing, has Rodamer, 2 points, good. Montaliani faking once, now looking for Ronnie Rodamer. He's wide open, give it to him, touchdown. Ronnie Rodamer. And Andrews back to pass. Looking, good coverage, fires it over the middle. It's tipped, and it's intercepted by Rodamer. He's at the 20, the 15, inside the 10, flag upfield as Rodamer trounces into the end zone. Montaliani looking for Rodamer, fires one downfield, has him there, and Rodamer makes the catch at the 21-yard line before Chief. Run motion again. They fake to here. Montaliani rolling out, looking to throw downfield. Has Rodamer wide open. He makes the breadbasket catch at the 10, the 5. He loses it in the end zone. Porcher falls on it. As Padavini, or Marsh with the guard, Padavini at the tackle. Here comes Yara. Big hole. Rodamer on the near side. Christian looking. Fire went deep. Ronnie Rodamer's all alone. He's got to come back for the football. Makes the catch and gets out of bounds. And they kick Waggle's way again. From the 38 to the near side of 40. Lots of room to run. Good block by Jeremy Berkshire. Here comes Waggle, steps it back inside, goes crossfield. It's a foot race. Oh, they ankle tackle him. There's a man, it's Simon, and he makes the catch, and he's off to the races as Rodamer brings him to the ground inside the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. Excuse me, buddy. Horsbacher to throw into the end zone, touchdown! Jet. This time Horsbacher to pass, looking deep. Is it Summers? Has a man, caught, touchdown!
Horsbacher pass completed.
One gets good protection. Fires one way downfield, it's caught. Miller fakes the handoff to Yara, gets good blocking, fires long one downfield, pulled in at the 39-yard line by Ronnie Rodamer. That was unbelievable. Reagan's lining up for 2. Now Tag's rolling, looking, has a man over the middle, and it's caught by Chris Yara for the 2-point conversion. 21-8 our score, 11:13 to go in the half. And Morgantown has scored on all 3 possessions. Chris Yara came back on the 2-point conversion, making a nice catch. A tough night for officiating on both sides of the ball. I'd say more our way. They did pick up 1 flag against Morgantown. But still, Morgantown leading 21-8. Long way to go.
Communication between man and machine is unique and it's exciting.
Now, the area's best sports with Brian Sinkoff.
Well, folks, he was named the 5th quarter player of the year. He was chosen as the NCAC's top player. He led his squad to the 2nd round of the Class AAA playoffs. And today, the best high school football player in our area let us know his future plans. Morgantown wide receiver Ronnie Rodamer announced today he will attend Notre Dame. Now, Rodamer chose the Irish over Clemson in West Virginia. It was a decision he wrestled with for quite some time. He made official visits to Tennessee, UCLA, Notre Dame, Clemson, and West Virginia, but again, Notre Dame won out in the end. Now, Ronnie, one of the most sought-after players in the Mountain State, caught 35 passes for 660 yards and 15 touchdowns this past season. He was selected as a first-team All-State performer by the USA Today and the Associated Press. Now, Ronnie talked about his decision on becoming a member of the Fighting Irish.
For that, I mean, the academic part and just like the whole Notre Dame experience, and just to be a part of that program is going to be a great thing for me. And in my heart, I thought that was where I wanted to go.
Why not West Virginia? Why not stay at home? What was?
I mean, I had a lot of pressure to stay here, and nothing that they did everything else everyone else did to recruit me, and they did a real good job of recruiting me. So I just thought that, you know, I just needed to go away.
We're very, very close during football season. I guess we talked almost every night, and since this recruiting process, it's been 1 or 2 times a week, and it's been a lot of fun, but we're glad it's over with, I can tell you that.
Ronnie Rodamer now on to Notre Dame. Well, the Grafton Bearcats were just recently given some bad news. As News 5 Sports first reported to you yesterday, because of increased enrollment, the Taylor County Schools athletic program will be forced to play in Class AAA for the next 2 years, meaning tougher competition all the way around. Now, the Bearcats will continue to play in AA for the rest of this academic year, and tonight, Grafton's boys basketball team made a visit to Clarksburg for a Big Ten clash with the RCB Flying Eagles. To the Bird's Nest we go. First half, Grafton in the blue. Mike Snyder open on the wing. I believe that's your jumper. 10 for Mike. Bearcats up early on. RCB with some good D. Tony Shade on the steal, and Tony Shade going to go in, and nice drive in the 2. Tony with 8. Tied up at 13 after a quarter. It was back and forth. Snyder, nifty bounce pass there for Ben Grogg. He lays it home. Grogg led everyone with 21. Sweet pass. Flying Eagles turn to run. Andrew Barbario on the miss, but R.J. Coleman there for the easy putback. RJ with 15, RCB up by 2, and they went on a run at the end of the half to put it away. Working around for Andrew Barbario. Money, honey. Tonight, RCB wins it over Grafton, 64-57. Flying Eagles improved to 7-2. Bearcats, they fall to 2-6. Meanwhile, just down the road in Clarksburg, Lincoln visiting Liberty, and Liberty head coach Russ Nutt certainly focused in this ball game. Cougars get the early first quarter lead. David Ray Harris, wide open. Jared Bryant for 3. Lincoln up by 1. Same result, different corner. Lincoln's Mitch Barnes to Bryant from the right side. 3. Cougars lead now 8 points. Liberty fights back. Eric Courtney, Chad Southern for 2. Liberty trims the lead back to 5. A future Lincoln student doesn't like what she sees. Second quarter, more Liberty. Courtney to Trey Adams. Great move. In the paint. Nice drop step right there. Lincoln coach Rob Hawkins, he looks a bit concerned, but his troops would regroup. Third quarter, tough D. Barnes steals the pass, takes it in for the layup, and Lincoln defeats Liberty tonight, 67-63 in a Big Ten clash. Quick scores for you now. Morgantown upsetting West Fairmont in boys action up in Motown, and Ritchie County gets by Williamstown 69-68. And you got nothing to do tomorrow night, come out to Philip Arbor High School for a great cause. Us local media types will be taking on the Philippi All-Stars from their school, of course. It's a charity basketball game to benefit the Barber County FFA. Game time 7 o'clock. Of course, Jack Loger of the Bear will be there playing, so you can all get out your autograph books and get his autograph. I know I'm going to be getting his autograph. So
Jack Loger is quite a character.
5 points. Here at WBOI, we decided that the stat girls don't get enough recognition. Stat girls, you just receive some recognition. Second half, this is the real star of the day. Ronnie Rodamer making the nice move, gets the bank shot to go. It's always easy when you hit that little square. Rodamer had a game-high 20 points. Fairmont Senior were tied the game at 47, but in the end, Morgantown got the win, 60-55. Well, one of the Mohegans that played hoops just in those highlights had a pretty full day already. Ronnie Rodamer has been tight-lipped in the past few days about his plans for college. Nearly every Division I school worth its cleats had offered the speedy wide receiver a full scholarship, but the decision came down to Clemson and Notre Dame. And this afternoon, surrounded by the family and friends and coaching staff that have helped him make this decision, he let the world know exactly where he was headed. Ronnie?
So this time I would like to announce in the fall of 2000, I would be attending the University of Notre Dame.
Every conference in the country, I think he had covered, from the Big Ten to the Pacific Coast Conference to the Big East to the SEC. He had it all. So it does make you proud that you have a kid that has the opportunity to go on and showcase his talents.
The academic part and just like the whole Notre Dame experience And just to be a part of that program is going to be a great thing for me. And in my heart, I thought that was where I wanted to go.
On to some Mountaineer football news now. They missed out on keeping Rodamer in town, but the recruiting must go on. And today, one of WVU's best in that department was giving Clarksburg some insight on what we can expect from the Mountaineers in the weeks and months to come. Donnie Young, linebackers coach and recruiting coordinator, visited the Clarksburg Lions Club today as they held their meeting at Menard's Restaurant. He answered questions about the team and the changes in the coaching staff, among other things. Young believes that despite the loss of Doc Holliday, who was one of the best recruiters for players coming out of the state of Florida, the Mountaineers are doing quite well this year in acquisition of young talent.
You don't just recruit players, you recruit a team, and sometimes our fans don't understand that. They see that we didn't take someone or do this or that, and once they understand better what we're trying to do and what our goals are, they're much more apt to accept what we're doing. We're very pleased with our recruiting so far. We plan to sign around 20 players on national signing, and we think those players are very talented. So we're looking forward to finishing up recruiting.
Has been a good season. Too bad they couldn't land Rodamer, but now he and Chris Ure are wearing the Golden Domes, and they will visit Mountaineer Field next year so you can watch them play.
Oh, it's painful to the hearts of us Mountaineers.
Too bad.
Thanks, Cash. Still to come, Leo will take a last look at the weekend weather, but first, Upshur County children have a foul way of raising money for the less fortunate. Stay right there.
They had chosen Notre Dame last week. Only a signature kept the news from being set in stone, and now that's exactly where you'll find it. Sitting next to his fellow Mohegan athletes Thomas Porche, Kellen Long, and Sean Sextone, who are also committing to colleges, Rodamer signed on the dotted line and breathed a sigh of relief that the long journey to the NCAA is finally over.
I mean, just a tremendous, like a monkey off your back type thing when you just get it all done. Just a great relief for it to be over, for me and my family. It's been a dream of mine since I was a little kid to play college football and to play at that level. So, I mean, it's just a tremendous feeling. You can't describe it.
Obviously, too bad Ronnie didn't want to become part of the Mountaineer family, but he is going to Notre Dame, and Notre Dame is coming to Mountaineer Field next year. That's right. Along with one of his old teammates, Chris Ure, is going to be on that team, and he's been switched back to offense, so it'll be interesting to see those two guys get some play time. But definitely. As for the West Virginia Conference, we're going to find out more about that coming up later this week, and it really could deal a major blow to a conference that, especially for something as small as it's been, it's made tremendous strides nationally, and it'd be really a shame to see them break up what has been.
In other words, many of the area's top athletes could officially commit to a college today, and over in Morgantown, 4 Mohegans put the pen to the paper. Of course, you know about Ronnie Rodamer. He verbally gave a commitment to Notre Dame about 2 weeks ago, but Ronnie wasn't the only Mohegan to sign along the dotted line. His teammate, Thomas Porche, will attend Union College, while girls basketball player Kellen Law will go to UNC Greensboro, and soccer star Sean Sextone chose to stay close to home and attend West Virginia. Now, News 5 Sports caught up with Rodamer after the proceedings and asked him about finally making it official.
Just a tremendous, like a monkey off your back type thing when you just get it all done. Just a great relief for it to be over, for me and my family. It's been a dream of mine since I was a little kid to play college football and to play at that level. So, I mean, it's just a tremendous feeling. You can't describe it.
Huge game for the West Virginia men's basketball team tonight. The Ears will be looking for their 6th win in a row as they travel to South Bend, Indiana for a Big East clash with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Now, picking up that 6th straight won't be easy. The Irish have already knocked off 4 nationally ranked teams this season, including this past weekend's win over St. John's. They got one of the top players in the country in Troy Murphy. The sophomore forward leads the Big East in both scoring and rebounding. Now, these teams split the series last season with each squad winning on their home court. West Virginia coming in with a 12-6 record, while the Irish are 13-8. Certainly another tough task for Gail Catlett's club.
And I think our players know it's our next game and know it's very important. And this team was picked ahead of us in the league. This team is supposed to beat us. Then is supposed to beat us now, you know. So it's another underdog situation for us. But so far, our guys have done a great job.
Highlights for you of that one on the night side. Well, Mother Nature County this morning. The championship game will be tonight at 7 o'clock at West Virginia's Hawley Field. Highlights of that tonight on News 5 Night Side. Well, folks, the high school football season is officially underway. That's right. All teams from around our area hit the fields this morning for the first day of practice, and We here at the News 5 Sports Department also hit the field today, so without further ado, let's start our high school football previews with the Morgantown Mohegans, a team that hopes to pick up where they left off last year. December 5th, 1998. It's a day that no one associated with the Morgantown football team will ever forget. Nitro quarterback J.R. House threw for 594 yards and 10 touchdowns as Nitro defeated the Mohegans 69-52 in the Class AAA state championship game.
I definitely don't want to forget it, but I mean, I'd like to say that never happened, but I can't forget it because, I mean, you were just there, and it's one of those things you'll always remember. And it was a sense of accomplishment to get there, but it's a big motivation for this year. I mean, it's going to help us out a lot.
It was a good experience just going through the playoffs, and we learned a lot doing that. We learned a lot going through the playoffs and learned a lot of what it takes to get there, how hard you have to work. A lot of those things came out of that.
But as the team gets ready for 1999, there's plenty of reason to get excited. Morgantown's offense has plenty of firepower, including starting quarterback Christian Montaliani and all-everything wideout Ronnie Rodamer.
There's some pressure, though, for people that think that, you know, I have to do all this stuff. But, I mean, I really don't think there's that much pressure. I'll just go out and do my thing.
Replacing All-State running back Chris Ura won't be so easy, however. He rushed for 2,723 yards and an amazing 50 TDs in 1998. Senior Thomas Portia and junior Mark Weigel will have the undaunting task of replacing Ura.
Well, I don't know that anybody can replace him. I mean, that's pretty hard to do, 102 touchdowns in his career here. Pretty hard to replace him, but both these kids have, they got outstanding speed, they got a lot of determination, a lot of heart, they got great work habits, and between the two of them, you know, we expect both of them to be able to replace Chris in it.
Morgantown has all the components to make another playoff appearance again this year. Don't be surprised if they make some noise in the postseason. All right, so let's take a closer look at Morgantown. They finished with a 12-2 record in 1998. They made it to the Class AAA state championship game before losing to Nitro. They got 8 starters back this year, and they open up the season at home against Buchanan Upshur on August the 27th. Of course, guys, that is the first night of the 5th quarter, Friday night, August 27th. We'll be counting down the teams right here on News 5.
We must start with that fateful day in December when the team was filled with disappointment and their thoughts were ruled by a buzzsaw named J.R. House.
Oh my gosh, can't believe this is happening. It's something you just can't prepare for. It was unbelievable. It was an unreal show. It's like someone putting on, it was like putting on a show. It's like he came to do his work, and when he was done, he was done. They just came in there, and he's throwing the ball over the place on us. And we just, I mean, we thought we had a way to stop it, and we did.
I think I was wondering, is it ever going to end? I kept looking up that clock. When is it going to get over with here?
It's funny how something as potentially damaging as a loss in the state championship game can work on the psyche of a team. The Morgantown Mohegans have chosen to take the 69-52 loss at the hands of Nitro and treat it as a lesson learned and motivation for greatness in 1999.
I'm very proud of the way our kids played. I mean, they just, you know, we could have died, but we didn't, and that's what counted.
Last year, the Morgantown Mohegans used an unstoppable running game to get within 1 win of the state title. But in 1999, things are different up at Pony Lewis Field. In order to reach the same level of success, they're going to have to depend on an improved passing game.
We're going to throw the football. There's no doubt about that. We've spent the most matter of a week and a half throwing the football every day, and well, you watch some of it. You know, we throw, and we're going to throw the ball a whole lot.
Losing running back Chris Ura and his 50 touchdowns leaves the offense in the hands of quarterback Christian Montaliani and all-world wideout Ronnie Rodamer, who, when they're not working on their TV careers, are going all out to make the Mohegan passing attack a lethal weapon.
I mean, with Ronnie Rodamer, you have to throw the ball. You've got to get the ball in his hands because he's just an unbelievable player. I'm pretty excited that's going to be in the air a lot. And, I mean, there's going to be a lot of balls thrown my way. There's going to be a lot of double teams and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited about it.
As the Mohegan fans will be, too, in 1999, as the tradition of offensive fireworks should continue, only this time in the skies above Morgantown. I've gotten used to going out to practice and going to Mohegan games and seeing, you know, feed the ball, feed the ball, feed the ball. And
not this
year. You go to practice now, and all of a sudden you strain your neck looking up at the balls flying through the air. But hey, for the guys that are involved in it, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So.
All right, thanks a lot.
This year, Justin.
Well, I'm going to have to go a little bit differently. I think University defending champs, and until somebody beats them, I think they're the team to go with.
Joe from the Fairmont Times, what's your take?
I guess I'll be the tiebreaker, and I'll say Morgantown. Just too many offensive weapons. It's incredible.
All right, now over to the Big Ten. Let's mix it up here a little bit. Justin, who do you like in the Big Ten this year?
Sort of same thing in the Big Ten. You know, Grafton has a lot of players coming back.
Banged up in the preseason, but he says, hey, hello, I'm feeling all right. First play in 1998, do you give it to Ura? No, you fake it to him and let the quarterback keep it. Christian Montagliani going left, and Christian Montagliani, bye-bye. He's going to remember this one for a long time. The junior quarterback, 61 yards for the score. Mohegans with a lightning-quick 7-0 lead. Bucks first possession, they try to answer. Jamie Andrews looking to pass, fires, it's tipped. And that's always bad news in the middle of the field. Ronnie Rodamer pulls it in for the INT. He is off to the races, shaking off Andrews and going in. A flag on the play that would bring it back and set it up at the BU 29. Morgantown back on offense. Guess who gets his first carry of 1998? Chris Ura, the Kennedy Award winner, going to work. And when he goes to work, opposing defenses usually look bad. One touchdown for Ura. Mohegans up 14-zip. Later on the first now. Mr. Kennedy. And how do you describe this run? In, out, left, right, shake, bake, goodbye. This is why Notre Dame signed him to play D1 football. 37 yards, untouched for another score. It would be called back on a flag. Chris's numbers in the game, though, not too bad. 20 carries, 126 yards, 5 touchdowns. Can you say, give me the Player of the Week award? Here's his 4th touchdown of the night for those of you keeping track at home. There it is. Quite an opening game from number 22. And a Mohegan offensive line, Morgantown romping to a 41-0 win over Buchanan. To Weston, Lewis County hosting West Fairmont. Polar Bears on the road. Extra point is blocked. It's beginning to look a lot like the 1997 season for the Morgantown Mohegans. The Motown Maulers have steamrolled their way to 2 wins, outscoring their opponents 102-19. The Mohegans' last regular season loss came almost 2 years ago, and they hadn't lost at home in almost 3 years. That streak on the line tonight against West Fairmont. Mohegans out to meet, greet, and defeat their foes from West Side. Morgantown's opening drive, 4th and 4. They go for it. Everyone thinks it's going to Chris Ura, but he hands it off to Mark Weigel, and look out. Weigel, with great speed, had 100 yards and just 8 carries last week. Off to a good start tonight, 39 yards for the score. Morgantown up a quick 6. Next possession, Ura going to keep it and make his 11th trip to the end zone this season. Some teams don't even have that much. Mohegan's up 14-0, and the band getting busy. Polar Bears D needing to stop, and they would get it. Ura stripped by Tony D'Onofrio, Chad Merchant, Johnny on the spot. And watch the blocking. He gets downfield. There's one guy getting laid out. There's another. Merchant all the way. There's another big block. 80-plus yards for the score. It's a 14-6 game. West Band getting in the groove as well. I know Chris didn't like that last highlight, but he's going to like this one. 40-plus yards. Vintage Ura in and out and gone. 4 touchdown runs for number 22 in the first half alone. Mohegans back up by 2 scores, 21-6, leading 28-6 in the second. The O going back to work. When Morgantown goes to work, they go to work. Christian Montagliani deep for Weigel. How open is he? Very open. That's the answer. It's a 35-yard touchdown pass. Morgantown romping to its 3rd straight win, 55-20 over West Fairmont. To Grafton, the Bearcats hosting the Colts.
A kid by the name of Mark Weigel, and they're a good duo in the backfield. Let's go to Mohawk Stadium. Mohegans are ready tonight. First quarter, 5th play of the game. Christian Montagliani hands off to that guy I was just talking about, Mark Weigel, and he'll rumble for 39 yards, 6-0. Fairmont Seniorville. Matt Van Gilder will drop back, and he's looking for Nicholas Hendrick, and he hits him. That's good for 30 yards. Now Morgantown with their next possession. Mr. Chris Ura with the moves, breaks to the outside for 30 yards, and he gets inside the 5-yard line. The very next play, give it to who else? Chris Ura. He'll punch it in from 3 yards out, and Morgantown crushes West Fairmont by a score of 55-20, and Ura had 22 carries for 216 yards and 4 touchdowns on the night.
Rob, let's go to Lincoln High School now. The cheerleaders at Lincoln were psyched.
Execute on that. Jared Merchant with the touchdown. But costly point extra. Special teams, very important. Gets blocked by Clint Witt. West Fairmont 6-0. And then the Hawks coming right back in their next possession. Cody Phillips up top to Adam Taylor. This game was tied up at 6. Now, University's special teams. Game knotted up at 6. Extra points always important. Nathan McManus, PAT is good. Then, a little sloppy football here. Phillips' pass will be picked off by Hendrick Nicholson, and University was up 7-6 at the half. Fairmont, they had their chances all night. 4th and go. Chad Merchant will be nailed. Oh, by Dan Kepke. University keeps the lead, and right here, the icing on the cake, Adam Taylor. University holds on tonight to beat West Fairmont by a score of 7-6.
14 zip after 1. Second quarter now. More from South Harrison.
Then Tony Veltri back to punt. Watch this play. Gets off the good one. But look who's returning it. Chris Yura, and this is why he's going to Notre Dame, folks. Watch the moves. Yeah, 78 yards. All the way for the Mohegan touchdown. Morgantown was up 14-0. Then East Fairmont showed some good signs here. Jeff Noschel completes this one to the tight end, Shane Eagle. He's coming right at me, almost knocked me down. First down, Bees. Later, that same connection. 40 yards this time. Noschel to Eagle. 40 yards, touchdown, 28-6. And the Bees fans were not losing hope. Later, watch the give to Ura here. Pulls the defense one way, then the reverse to Mark Weigel. And Morgantown goes on to win. They cruise tonight, 61-26.
The Polar Bears. Polar Bears getting the game's first break. Opening kickoff. Ronnie Kearns has a good return going for University until he meets Chad Merchant. The ball is loose. Adam Rowland falls on it. West taking over on the University 35. On their first play, Matt Vimgilder going deep. Gerard Merchant, Chad's brother, wide open and in for a touchdown. It's a 35-yard hookup. The Polar Bears' extra point was blocked. Remember that. West Side out to the 6-0 lead. Hawks, though, would respond right away. Cody Phillips marches his team down the field, and then a beautiful toss, end zone to Adam Taylor. Touchdown, University. It's a 19-yard hookup. Hawks would hit the extra point and take a 7-6 lead. John Kelly feeling much better. The defenses would settle down in the second quarter and take over. Phillips over the middle to Ronnie Kearns, but Matt Core there with the big hit. This game, 7-6, University lead at the half. Third quarter now, big play. 4th and goal for West Side. They're going to go for it. Good call. Van Gilder has Illis Williams on the left side, wide open, but Williams can't hang on. It would have been 6, and he knows it, but it's University's ball going the other way. Late third now, Polar Bears back on the move. Van Gilder going deep downfield. Check it out. Adam Smith, triple team, comes up with the catch. How'd he do it? I don't know. He did. I just shoot the highlights. I don't make them. It's a 44-yard pickup. West Side looking good. Same drive, 4th quarter, 4th and goal. Frank Morse Club going for it again. Chad Merchant denied by Adam Cantoni and Dan Kopke. Big hits. That would be huge. University hanging on for the tough 7-6 win over West Fairmont. Hawks remain unbeaten. To Elkins we go. The Tigers. 59 points in their 3 losses. Tonight things didn't figure to get any easier for East as the explosive Morgantown Mohegans came to town. Now how good are the Mohegans? The Motown Maulers starters have yet to see action past the third quarter. And the team still averages more than 52 points a game. That's pretty good. To the Beehive we go in Fairmont, and there we are. 4th play of the game, Chris Yura. Crunching block from Charlie Steringer, and that's all it takes. Inside, outside, goodbye. Foot race to the end zone. Yura's going to win that one every time. Mohegans up 7-0 just like that. The Bees would have to punt on their first possession, but they punt to the wrong guy. Chris Yura has a little trouble getting his feet under him, but then he does just fine. Who am I to criticize? There he goes. Nothing left to say. Chris Yura on his way for another touchdown. Morgantown up 14-0. The Chris Yura Hour now underway here on WBOI. Coach Kozinski thinking, somebody stop this guy. Morgantown up 21-0. Chris Yura with the moves, the speed, blocking. That's all it takes. 35 yards later, he's got another score. Chris Yura up 28-0 at this point. The Bees would try to answer back early in the second. Jeff Noschel finding Shane Eel. He shakes a couple of tackles. 38 yards for the score. Extra point missed. Bees trailing it 28-6. Equal then. Giving the East Fairmont high salute. Morgantown coming back. And hooray! It's not Chris Yura. Mark Weigel. The ball in the reverse. Nothing against Chris. 44 yards later, he's in untouched for the touchdown. Morgantown taking the 42-6 lead Ura, 5 carries, 115 yards, 3 touchdowns in the first half alone. Don't forget the punt return. Mohegans buzzed right on by the Bees, 61-26 your final. To West Union we go. Doddridge County hosting Cameron this evening. Pick this one up. They're unbeaten and shared the #1 ranking in Class AAA. Morgantown won that battle, but North Marion won the war, winning state championship. This year, though, things are different. The unbeaten and third-ranked Mohegans have steamrolled everyone in their path. The Huskies, on the other hand, have struggled just a bit. North just 3-3 on the year in need of a big win tonight to boost their playoff hopes. We take it to Rachel. Here come the men in black. They are ready to go, but they weren't as ready as the Mohegans. Opening drive, 61 yards, 9 plays. It ended in a touchdown run by Chris Ura. Morgantown on top, 8-0. The Huskies would fumble away the kick. Mohegans made them pay. First play, Christian Monteliani going up top to Ronnie Rodamer from 34 yards out for the touchdown. Morgantown up 15-0. Just 4 minutes and 2 possessions into the game. They're just warming up. Back to the Ura show we go because he stars every Friday night. He topped the 1,000-yard mark earlier in the quarter. Here he just refuses to go down. The legs are churning, the feet are burning. It's a 33-yard touchdown. Number 22, another monster night. 17 carries, 278 yards, 5 touchdowns. Player of the Week award, Kennedy Award, all wrapped up. Gary White just shaking his head. Morgantown's long-range attack continued. Mark Weigel behind a wall finds some room. He's gone 60 yards to the big house. Morgantown rolls to its 6th win, downing North Marion 46-20. Down the road to Shinston we take it.
Right into the heart of the Morgantown D, and he is stuffed. Lewis County had to punt. 3 plays later, 22, Chris Ura. Give it to him. Watch him get into the end zone, 14-0 Mohegans. Then on Morgantown's first play of their next drive, here is Ura again. He makes something out of nothing. Nifty gain there of 8 yards, and Morgantown was in business at the 22. Then 3 plays later, Ura finds a familiar spot in the end zone. Morgantown was on top, 21-0. Then Lewis County, they made some noise. Here, Tom West, watch the Lynn Swan-like catch. Lewis was behind 21-6. And then a play after the touchdown, Mark Weigel picks up the bouncer, and he's going to go to his right. And this kid's got some talent too. He'll go in for the touchdown. Morgantown goes on tonight and wins big. They win this one, 67-6. There's the numbers on Ura, 20 carries, 193 yards, and 6 touchdowns. And now it's probably time for my...
In-house would go on to set national high school career passing records for attempts and completions. He was 9 of 14 for 69 yards in the first half. Finished 20 of 31 for 183 yards and 1 touchdown. The career passing yardage total should be JR's as of next week when Nitro takes on DuPont. Wildcats, by the way, went on to win this one by a final of 34-32. They have 3 games left for House to set a whole bunch of new records. To Morgantown, speaking of a record setter, the Minutemen visiting the Mohegans tonight. Before kickoff, both teams make it nice, but it didn't take long for it to turn not nice, for Lewis County anyway. Opening kickoff going to Thomas Porcher. It's the opening kickoff, and he opens the scoring, fielding the ball on his own 25, getting a bunch of good blocks, and then just showing off that speed, taking it to the house. Porcher's return good for 75 yards, the game's first touchdown. Took 13 seconds for the Mohegans to open up a 7-0 lead. Their first series, all Chris Ura, number 22, finding the end zone from 5 yards out, putting the Mohegans up 14-0. Minutemen fans hoping for some help from who? The cops. The only way to stop Ura, you got to arrest them. That's my theory anyway. Next possession, the Ura show continuing. Chris going right into the end zone, that is, for a second touchdown of the night. Mohegans up by 21, but Eddie Williams Club, give them credit. They didn't pack their bags and go on home. Billy Chenoweth dropping back, looking for Tommy West, and watch this catch. He's double-teamed, but somehow he comes down with it for the touchdown. Lewis County on the board. It was a 21-6 ball game. Momentum swinging the Minutemen's way. Well, not so fast. This is Mark Weigel following the touchdown. This is his kick return, and we're not showing it because he's getting tackled. We're showing it because he will take it to the end zone. That is correct. 80 yards through traffic, then just burning it. Another touchdown. Morgantown back up by 3 scores. These guys on the sidelines in for a long night tonight. Let me tell you, after Ura added his 3rd touchdown of the night to make it a 35-6 game, he got back to work. Watch this, vintage Ura, even showing off the hops. He gets in the end zone. 17 carries, 171 yards, 4 scores in the first half alone. I sound like Thomas or Abraham Lincoln. 4 scores and more to come. Mohegans go on to win it by 61-67-6, your final. Matt.
Liberty has made the postseason last.
Visiting Morgantown Mohegans, Chris Urich chasing Robert Alexander's state touchdown mark. He needed 4. Knights known for their D, getting to it early. Thomas Porche collared, then hammered to the turf by Johnny Hull. But you know who. Gonna get Morgantown on the board in a hurry. Chris Urich in for the touchdown from 22 yards out. Mohegan band fired up and with good reason. Next possession. Christian Monteliani hitting Ronnie Rodamer. He's going to split the D. He's off and running and coming to a theater near you because this one's going all the way. 69 yards for the touchdown. Mohegan's offense back on track after sputtering through last week's loss. No problem tonight for them. Back to the Chris Urich show now. Sorry for that interruption. Number 22 showing it all in this run. He's in, he's out, and he's gone. There he goes, but wait. He's tickled. Do you believe it? Number 22 gets up smiling because he knows he's going to hear about this one from his teammates all week long. He would score a couple plays later. Higgins on top, 21-zip. Mohegan fans feeling pretty happy. Second half, more of the same. Knights trying to make the comeback. Mike Shedd looking downfield, never sees Rodamer. In coverage, the juggling INT. It would lead to another long Monteliani-Rodamer touchdown pass. Higgins up by 28. Next possession for Preston. Brian Goss punting it away. Back to return the ever-dangerous Mark Weigel is at midfield. Check out number 33, Jeremy Berkshire with the big block. That springs Weigel. There he goes on his way for 6. It's a beauty. But a penalty is going to bring this one back. Mark Weigel, the most unlucky guy on the planet. He's had more of those called back than anyone I know. But Higgins turning out not to need it. They roll to the 42-0 win. And as a side note, we want to pass along. Happened a little late, couldn't quite make it back in time. Chris Urich tops the state high school touchdown record. He had 5 tonight, so congratulations to big number 22.
Absolutely.
He told me he was going to get it, said stick around. I said, well, you know, we got a show to do called the Chris Urich Zone at 11:15. We got to get back.
Now the question is, can he continue adding that up in the playoffs?
Yes, playoffs continue, so he can couple games, 2-3 wins from them, keeps going, put it up there. And the Maulers were out to wipe away the memories of last year's opening round playoff upset loss to Ripley. 5th-ranked Mohegans hosting number 12 Point Pleasant up at Pony Lewis. Both teams fired up. Point Pleasant coming out and striking first, though. Dusty Higginbotham pulling his way in from 2 yards out on the opening drive. Big Blacks with a surprising 7-0 lead. It stayed that way into the first play of the second quarter. Christian Monteliani unloading deep for Thomas Porche. He's got it, and they're not going to get him. It is a 76-yard touchdown connection. Mohegans missing the extra point, so they still trailed it 7-6. Point Pleasant would drive right back down the field to answer Brent Rollins, wanting 6 on 3rd and 10. Instead, he gets 20. Number 20, Mark Weigel coming up with the big pick. That would lead to this. Chris Urich from 19 yards out in for the touchdown. Mohegans taking their first lead of the night at 14-6. He would add another after a Ronnie Rodamer INT. Morgantown up 21-7. Next possession, more Morgantown, more Chris Urich. His 3rd touchdown run of the quarter. Mohegans leading it 28-13 at the half. We're number 1. Technically, they're number 5, but they could be number 1 soon. Opening drive, 3rd quarter. My physics teacher once told me a body in motion stays in motion. Chris Urich in motion, stiff arm, he stays in motion. My physics teacher was right. Touchdown, Urich, 4 TDs, 152 yards in the game. Mohegans up 36-13. 1 for the road because it's so pretty. Monteliani threw for 232 yards. A bunch coming right here. Ronnie Rodamer, touchdown. That does it. Morgantown pounds Point Pleasant, 43-13. Now the monkey is finally off the Mohegans' backs.
Boy, I'm telling you, we needed this one bad because, you know, people were doubting our abilities and what we could do, you know, and all around the state. I guess I heard somebody on the radio say, well, we don't know about Morgantown. So, you know, I hope we made a little statement tonight. And, you know, next week we get to practice again. That's a great feeling to be able to come out here on Monday again.
Match has our Casseroy as a preview.
When you think of the big Morgantown University football rematch on Friday night, what's the first word that comes to mind? Well, for those involved, that's an easy one.
Just a big rivalry.
Rivalry, toughness.
I'm not even sure.
It's a rivalry. I mean, I think it's summed up best this way. I don't hate anything at Morgantown High School.
During the season, you know, everybody, it's really, you know, blown out of proportion how bad we hate each other and all that kind of stuff.
Well, that may be the case. But 3 weeks ago, the Hawks and Mohegans hooked up in a game that nobody's going to soon forget. Morgantown came in as an overwhelming favorite and then watched as the night turned into a nightmare.
Turned the ball over a lot and hurt ourselves by just putting ourselves in a big hole and not being able to get out.
We took advantage of it, and that's what good teams do, and were able to hit us, on 2 or 3 long touchdown passes, and they took advantage of every one of our mistakes.
Our motto is together we can, and on that night we all played as one unit, and that was really important for us. I mean, everyone came together and played 110%, and that's what it takes to be the top-notch team like that in the state.
With the season on the line, this game could be the biggest game that some of these young men ever play in. Now, are they nervous? Well, of course they are. But to a man, if you ask them, they'll all admit that there's nowhere that they'd rather be.
The fans, it's just so much support, and, it's going to be packed, and, all I want to do is just give our fans another victory to celebrate.
This one means the most, definitely, because if we don't win this Friday, we're not going to play anymore, and my high school career will be over with, and it's going to be kind of sad, so I'm just going to go out here and give it all I got.
Any way you look at it, this will be the final chapter for one of these teams, but that's the way it goes when you're reaching for greatness, and most importantly, bragging rights against your crosstown rival. Cash Saroy, Team 12 Sports.
The first meeting between Morgantown and University was for town bragging rights in the NCAC crown. That was small potatoes compared to what was on the line tonight. For the winner, there would be a date in the state semifinals. For the loser, there'd be nothing but dreams of what could have been. The battle for Morgantown, Part 2, both teams looking awfully ready early. Opening drive, here come the Mohegans. Chris Ura opening up a box of shake and bake. There he goes, what a beautiful move. Popping it outside, taking it 58 yards. Ronnie Kearns hanging in there at the play, saves the touchdown with the tackle right there, but he couldn't stop this. Next snap, the ball given to number 22. He does what no one in the state has ever done better, that's score touchdowns. He had 2 tonight. This one gives Morgantown a 7-0 lead. 2 plays into the game for the Hawks. Disaster. Dennis Gilden will wrap up Cody Phillips. Down he goes on the play. Phillips broke a rib. That would be it. He would not return. That would be a monster loss for University. That would mean Jeremy Wilson, a sophomore, would be asked to step in. Not an ideal situation to break in a young quarterback. Forced to run. The Hawks will go 3 and out on the punt. Joey Chomo watches it sail over his head. He's in the end zone. The Mohegans are all over him. Justin Smith drags him down for the safety. Morgantown on top 9-zip. Next Hawks possession. More trouble. Andrew Belmere coming in untouched. Blocks it again. That leads to another Morgantown safety. Chris Ura would tag on another short touchdown run, number 99 in his career. Mohegans led it 18-0 at the half. But give the Hawks plenty of credit with Phillips watching on. University did not give up. Third quarter, Mohegans looking to pad their lead, but the Hawks D not having it. Johnny Barnett sending a Thanksgiving greeting to Christian Monteleone. Ouch. Jeff Hostetler looking on. He knows what hits like that feel like. But Morgantown knows this feeling. Mohegans win it 18-0. They are off to the III semifinals for the second time in 3 years.
We committed a lot of penalties tonight, but that we were really trying hard and was really coming off the ball hard, and tremendous win for our program. It lets us practice on Thanksgiving Day, and that's a goal for us when we start practices. We get a chance practicing on Thanksgiving Day, and we get that opportunity to
They will be there.
Welcome to the 5th quarter of the playoff edition. Chris Ura and Morgantown High School advancing to the semifinals. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rob Namnum, and this is the playoff edition of the Channel 5 WDTV 5th quarter. Now, University of Morgantown, call it redemption, call it the rematch, call it what you want. The Mohawk Bowl Part 2, if that. The action last night was at Pony Lewis Field, one of the top games of the evening. Morgantown rolling to an 18-0 victory. Number 5 Mohegans taking on number 4. The Hawks, and both teams were geared up early on. They set the tone, the Mohegans, early on. The give is to Chris Ura with the nice moves. Here, he picks up 12 yards and a first down. Very next play, Ura sweeping to his left, cuts back, nice cutback, will be brought down eventually to the 1-yard line. In the very next play, who else? Number 22, the senior, Ura dives into the end zone. Career touchdown number 98 for Ura. Motown was up 7-0. Morgantown's defense damaging here. Cody Phillips will be dropped by Dennis Gilden, and that would be costly for the Hawks, as Cody Phillips will go out with a broken rib. So trouble lies for the Hawks. More disaster here, and the punt goes over Joey Croma's head. Justin Smith will bring him down for the safety. Motown up 9-0 now at this point. Morgantown looking for more points on the board. Quarterback Christian Montelehi trying to air it out, looking for Ronnie Rodamer, but he would be picked by freshman Ben Bradley, and that would end Morgantown's drive. Hawks, though, again, disaster off the punt. It's blocked by Chauncey Fowler. Another safety. Morgantown up 11-0 now. And who else? You give it to your strength and power. Chris Yura into the end zone. Career touchdown number 99 as Morgantown rolled last night 18-0. So congratulations to Morgantown. And now in our WDTV studios is Morgantown head coach Glenn McNew. Coach, congratulations on the big win last night.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that much, Rob.
So it looks like you'll be facing Capital. Most people thought you might be facing #1 Musselman. I know your assistant coaches were down at the game. I don't know if you've spoken with them and kind of, you know, researched their team, kind of scouted them out. That's the word I'm looking for.
My son was there, so so I was able to talk to him quite a bit before I came down here, and he gave us a pretty good scouting report on what they do and all that type thing. You know, we really won't know everything to do till we watch the 7 or 8 films we get tomorrow when we go to Parkersburg, but they've got a good football team, as did Musselman. Both of them have good football teams, but it's a lot better to play here than have to get on a bus and ride 4 hours and play, so we're really tickled to death if we get an opportunity to play them here.
That's right, so you'll have the home field advantage, and you'll, after the game, you said your goal in August was to practice on Thanksgiving, so you've reached that goal.
We definitely have reached that goal, and that's a goal we set every year. If we think we're practicing on Thanksgiving Day, we're in the Final Four, so that's a good goal to set, and we try to do that every year.
Now, going into last night's game, did you feel like a sense of revenge? What was your motivation to your players during the week?
It's not revenge. I don't think you can live on revenge in playoffs or any time. You know, we just, during the week, we tried to treat it as a playoff game. And the fact if you don't win, you don't play again. And if you do, you get to move on. And we kind of approached it that way. I think the first game we played them, our kids were really high and excited about playing, and we made a lot of mistakes. And last night we didn't make those mistakes. So, you know, you have to try to treat games, even though it's a big game and it's against University Town, a cross-town rival, and you know, and it is a big game when we play, no matter what time it is. You got to treat it as a regular game and try to keep the hype down as far as your kids are concerned as best you can, and we were able to do that this week.
Now, I think the University game might have kind of refocused for your team. We're going in undefeated. Chris wasn't playing past the third quarter, and they play University, and they came back and beat you. And I think a good point you made was, in the first game, you guys turned the ball over 8 times. And I believe last night you only turned it over 1 time.
Yeah, that's true. And, you know, we turned it over the first time, but it was because they hit us hard. I mean, that's why we turned it over. And they hit hard last night. They got an excellent football team, and they did a great job against us last night. It just, you know, we were able to do a few things more than we did the first game, and that was the turning point of the game. Our defense was just outstanding, and first game they were able to run and throw both, and our defense really stepped up and played especially against the run last night, which, you know, the first game they were able to run Adam Cantoni and Jackson and just pretty much the way they wanted to, and last night we were able to shut them both down a little bit. Not completely. You can't shut them both down because they're good backs, but we were able to shut them down enough to where they didn't get the ball in the end zone on us anyway.
So I think, Coach, you might be a team of destiny. Musselman was #1. Obviously, they fell today. The Capital, last night's game, Cody Phillips is one of the top quarterbacks in the state. He goes down. Not saying, obviously, your team is very, very well-coached team, and they play very good football. But I think if any team in the playoffs is a team of destiny, besides maybe Valley Wetzel, you guys got a clean path to the Super 6.
Well, you know, we're tickled death we get an opportunity to be in this situation, and it's going to be a tough game for us. Capital has a great program. They've been in the state finals quite a few years. They've won a state championship quite a few years. So they've got an outstanding program. Anytime you play against great programs, for some reason kids play a little bit better when they have great programs, and we're trying to get our program to that level, and we're getting closer and closer every year. And our kids think we can beat anybody. And when you feel that way, you have a chance. If you go into a game thinking you can't win, then you're in trouble. And our kids feel like now that through the weight room and through the program, we can compete with people. And you know, when you can do that, you have a great chance to win. And, you know, we give ourselves a pretty good chance. We don't know how it's going to turn out, but our kids will work really hard this week and try to get themselves ready and give ourselves a chance.
All right. Thank you, Coach, for coming on the show. Good luck. I know you got a long trip to Parkersburg early in the morning, so you might want to go home and get some rest.
We can jump out and get on to Parkersburg and find out when we play and what time we play and, you know, come back and watch about films for about 7 or 8 hours tomorrow night and try to get us to some type of scouting report and some kind of game plan ready to go Monday.
All right. Thanks a lot, Coach.
University last weekend thinking that they had played their last game at Pony Lewis Field for the year, but lo and behold, number 9 Capital upset state number 1 Musselman, and instead of having to travel, the Mohegans will be able to enjoy Friday's Thanksgiving leftovers in the cozy confines of downtown Morgantown. As the Mohegans prepare this week for the Cougars, you can just sense a more relaxed attitude. This team put its all into last week's game, but they assured me that they had a little something left, and they were happy to be at home.
It's a good feeling that we don't have to go all the way up to Musselman to play a game, because that's a long trip. It's like 3.5 hours, and now we just get to go stay at home and hopefully defend it here and go to the States.
It's a good feeling to be able to play on your field for one more week. You know, this could be our last, what will be our last game here. So, I mean, you know, I think we'll be pumped up, and hopefully everybody comes up to support us in Morgantown.
Great for us. Going to be at home one last time this year. Maybe go out at home with a bang.
They're going to do their
work. This time for the second week in a row, Morgantown will be looking for some redemption. In that game back in '96, Morgantown running back Chris Ura was denied a chance to get into the end zone, something that Ura and the rest of his teammates remember. In fact, for his career, Ura has 99 career touchdowns, and with Morgantown winning in the playoffs and Ura able to continue his high school football career, it also allows him to break more state rushing records. Yesterday, I asked number 22 what it would mean to him to get number 100 for his career.
It doesn't mean anything to me. I think 99 is enough for me. And if I don't score and Ronnie or Tag or somebody else scores all the rest of the touchdowns, it's not going to bother me one bit. I think that 99 is more than many of I've ever dreamed of, so I'm pretty satisfied.
And a solid Mohegans battle against Capital this Friday night to reach the state championship game. Jim probably won't score any points or tackle anybody, but that doesn't mean he's not a vital part of Morgantown's success this season. I was lucky enough to tear Jim away from his preparation for the big game just long enough for him to give me a glimpse of what goes on inside the mind of the ultimate sideline warrior.
If we blow them away bad enough, I could get in there, you know, take a knee team at the end. I'll go around, like, push people and bang heads with them and trip them and stuff, just to get them going, you know. Because, like, if I can't get out on the field and hit people, I just do it on the sidelines.
Have you ever hurt anybody with your aggressive play on the sideline?
I gave a kid a mild case of whiplash once. I hit him from the back and his head went like this, and I think he got some whiplash, huh? I haven't heard from his doctors, so it's just, like, unofficial. We're definitely going to win, and maybe I'll get in there. We'll see.
Maybe he will get in there. I don't know.
Crossed for old Jim DeCarlo.
Absolutely. That guy, I don't know. I'd be afraid if he got in, he might do some damage. 7 was the score of that playoff night in 1996. This year, the Cougars might not be rated as highly as they were then, but they're still a major hurdle. Tonight, a berth in the Class AAA State Championship was at stake as these two heavyweights took the field in Morgantown. That's a scoreboard, but there was a football game that was played before those two games. Nitro did beat Parkersburg. Ah, there we go. The Mohegans stormed out of the tunnel and right into a war. This game was as physical as you would expect from two fine teams. First, the Morgantown defense knew they had to stop Capital's running game. Ben Schreiber got the message. Nice open field tackle. But Capital came to place in defense too. First Morgantown possession, Montaliani fires to Ronnie Rodamer, who absolutely gets laid out by Ricky Sales. Rodamer did not get up. He didn't lose consciousness, but had to be laid down on the sideline and checked. He returned to the game a couple series later. The Cougars got their ground game going behind 229-pound Darian Scott. He bulls his way for some yardage, and Coach McNew was like, yeah, that's the guy I told you guys to watch. But the defense holds. The Mohegans got the ball back and put together a tough 90-yard drive, mostly on the back of Chris Ura and number 44, Mike Arbogast. This time they cashed in on it, though. 4th and goal from the 2. Ura follows his blockers and barrels in. Finally, we get a score, and it's 7-0 home team. The band just simply can't contain themselves. Oh, there they are. Yay. Just before the half, Rodamer got to give some payback on defense this time. Capital tries a swing pass. Ronnie lays him out. It was still 7-0. Finally, we get to the half. Third quarter, the defense doesn't quit. Brian Padovini hits QB Jason Ward as he releases the ball, and Dennis Gilder says, "That's going our way, baby." But they got nothing from it as the defenses continued to control the game. Next Mohegan possession, finally we get a breakthrough. Montaliani goes deep, and Ronnie Rodamer picks it out of the air. He's in the clear. He's moving like he's Randy Moss. Fakes all the way to the left, goes down the sideline, long TD, and it is 14-0. But hold everything. Flag on the play. This thing is coming back, and Capital is still alive. Late in the fourth now, defense has done so much all night, they might as well slam the door. Andrew Belmar sweeps in and tags Derek Johnson. The Mohegans pitch a shutout and are dancing their way to Wheeling for the state championship game. Final score in this one, 7-0.
On Capital at Pony Lewis Field. Now, NFL refs can learn from this one. The coin toss, yes. Capital won, it chose the deferred. First quarter, Capital quarterback Jason Ward is dumped by Brian Padalvina. The sack for Morgantown defense, tough early. Second quarter now, the give is to Chris Ure. Some nice moves, the spin, 19-yard gain, and a Morgantown first down. It eventually led to the 2nd and goal from the 2. Ure bullies his way into the end zone. Morgantown up 7-0. Congratulations to Chris Ure. That is career touchdown number 100. Second half now, Capital comes out throwing. Ward will be hit by Padalvina, and Dennis Gilden will pick off the pass. And Big Dennis rumbling down as he's pulled down. And yes, number 50 is the man. Still in the third now. Morgantown looking to air it out. Christian Montalaney hit Ronnie Rodamer. Rodamer, nice cut back here. Looks a little bit like former Marshall standout Randy Moss. He goes untouched into the end zone. So 14-0 Morgantown. Wrong, a penalty. Takes that back. Illegal motion by Morgantown. Still 7-0. Now we move to the fourth quarter with 4 minutes remaining. Cougars with the ball. Ward hits Boyd. Boyd brings it down inside Morgantown 25. Then with a minute and change to go, 4th down and 3. The Cougars needing a first down to pitch to Derek Johnson. The Mohegan defense, tough, forces him out of bounds. He was denied the first down, so Morgantown takes the ball, needing to kill some time off the clock. Quarterback keeper. Montalaney goes up the sidelines, untouched. And there he goes, off to the races. He will eventually be knocked out of bounds, which gave Morgantown the ball, and Capital was out of timeouts as Morgantown went on to win tonight by a score of 7-0. After the game, head coach Glenn McNew talked about the big win.
Well, I tell you, it's a great feeling. Our kids played with a lot of heart and a lot of desire tonight, and overcome a lot of odds out there. It's a mighty big team, but our kids really play well. Moved the ball great on offense. We actually should have scored a few more times, but they got a great football team, and I'm very proud of our kids.
Now, the AAA state championship game is on the line when second-seeded Nitro meets fifth-seeded Morgantown. Our Castor Roy has a preview.
Good evening, Coach McNew. The man you're looking at will be your target on Saturday night. His name is J.R. House. He specializes in aerial assaults. I've dispatched a team from your usual group: Ronnie Rodamer, interception specialist; Jeremy Berkshire, coverman; Jared McCardle, heavy hitter. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to stop J.R. House and bring home the state title.
J.R. just makes tremendous reads. He knows everywhere to throw the football. He knows where to throw it, and it's hard to disguise stuff to make it look like you're playing something different. He recognizes it pretty quick.
This weekend's state championship game looks to be a major offensive showcase. With Chris Ure of Morgantown and J.R. House of Nitro, the offensive numbers could be spectacular. That's why Morgantown's pass defense this week has been putting in some extra work.
We've worked like 2 hours every practice on just pass scully and defense for preparing for House. It's really tiring.
He's a great athlete. He has good size, good speed, and he has a real good arm. It makes it hard. If we pressure him, he has the ability to run. He likes to do a lot of draws, but just has a terrific arm, and he can read the defense real well.
The only way the Mohegans have been able to practice for Nitro's complicated offense is to shuttle in a completely new team with the next play. While one group goes against the first-team defense, the other studies the next play and then hustles out on the field. And all this work still won't completely prepare them for the real air raid.
I was watching some film, and you think he's going to go down in the sack, and he steps up in the pocket and throws it 50, 60 yards down the field. Because the DBs think the play's dead because he steps up in the pocket, and he just gets up and wings it.
And when you add all this concern to the fact that star tailback Chris Ure isn't practicing this week because of a sprained toe, you have to come to the conclusion that this final game will be all-out war.
Cash Soroy, Team 12 Sports.
Chris, you're...
Nitro, 62-36, and we were pretty deadlocked after the first 30 seconds after the opening kickoff was fumbled, and then J.R. House's first pass attempt was picked off by Berkshire and taken 53 yards to the one. Onside kick deflected, Morgantown football.
Well, Mike, if I ever get a head coaching job in high school football, you're going to be my first choice as an assistant. What an astute football mind. You called that one prior to the kick, and the Mohicans are back in business with 6:20 remaining, and it's going to take a miracle, but
Callan with the assist. Number 21, Jared McCardle, holding. And the game is good. Returns the kick. The initial stop, number 11, Cliff Wurzbacher. Jamie Andrews pass complete to number 32, Jamie Johnson. Placed off by number 25, Chad Summers. Is the holder. The interception is reported down by number 22, Chris Zilla, number 33, Ricky Russell ran the ball. Number 42, Chris Oswald, returns the kick. Cliff Wurzbacher's pass complete to number 84, Ronnie Rodamer. Touchdown, Morgantown. Ricky Russell ran the ball. Getting at a 24-yard line. Number 31, Thomas Forte, carries. Touchdown, Morgantown.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from Weimer Stadium in Elkins, West Virginia. Your Morgantown Mohicans getting set to face off against the Elkins Tigers. And Morgantown coming off a fantastic win last week at home in the opener. 1-0 in the conference, a 43-6 win over Buchanan last week. Buchanan now 1-0 in conference play, facing an Elkins team 0-1 in conference play, losing a heartbreaker on the road at East Fairmont last week, 26-23. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Chris Austin for the first time. Glad to have you aboard here on Morgantown Mohegan Monday Night Football as we get set to go for action here in Elkins. 2 back deep for Morgantown. Kicking off for the Tigers will be number 16, Adam Schaefer. Back deep for Morgantown will be number 21, Jared McCardle, number 22, Chris Ura.
Anybody talking to Tucker? No.
Could be a fantastic game from Elkins tonight.
One of the girls can bring one. We got an extra offensive one.
Schaefer has it teed up, and the ball is in the air, and we're underway from Weimer Stadium. It's taken at the 15, across the 20. To the 25, big hole up the middle, he can go all the way, he's got the big blow up ahead, and coast to coast, Jared McCardle will go untouched to start the game, 12 seconds old, 85-yard kick return for Jared McCardle, left the quarterback field, 2 behind him, and he's looking for the try, and he's got 3 men in on the sack, he's still not down, 4 or 5, a host of Mohegans in on the play, here in Brady Russell. Under the left, tight end to the left. And they give to Ura, right left end. He's got room to run. Look at the speed by Ura. He cuts in back. He's in the open field. He's across the 45 to the 50, the 45 to the 40. The 30, 1 man to beat. Steps in, steps out, the 15 to 10, the 5. Touchdown. Morgantown, another big play. This one goes 82 yards. And now for the Tigers. Fields on the option, goes left side, a Lottie Sharp hit and brought down. Chad Summers, the tackle for Morgan. Wurzbacher over center. And he'll roll out right, flag on the play. Wurzbacher going to throw, and the ride complete at the 40-yard line. Still going, but the flag is on the field. Nice play by Wurzbacher. Fields behind him. 2-back set. He's on the naked bootleg to the right end. Let's see if he can turn it forward. And again, hit and met and dropped. Got maybe a yard. A host of Mohegans on the tackle. Led by number 45, like Summers. And Wurzbacher has an man wide open. What? At about the 35-yard line. Is that Chaz Miller or it's Marstill? Excuse me. 18 to 14. Wurzbacher with a strong kick taken at about the 15-yard line. And he hit and met and dropped. Andrew Belmere with a big hit. Back, looking deep, fires, has a man. It's caught, but out of bounds. No time on the clock. And we'll go to the locker room. Wurzbacher. He's got Ura. Can he turn the corner? He cuts it back. He's into the end zone. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Ura, his 4th touch. The uprights. He got the first one, hasn't had one since. This one's coming like a bullet, and it's wide left position. And the give. It's Brady Russell. He's got touchdown in his sights. He scores. 25-yard touchdown run by Brady Russell. Ball is down, the kick is up. Looks good. It is. 38-14 your score, 3:49 to go. It's been a bad night, bad third quarter. Here's halfback option, looking to get upfield. Intercepted by the Mohegans. He's across the 15, or down to the 20, inside the 20. 1st and 10, Morgantown from their own, or from the Tiger 19. And there's the reverse. Go figure. Get up, boys. Andrew Belmore, right field, turns the corner, into the end zone. Touchdown. Andrew Belmore, number 82. His first touchdown of the year. It's now 44-14. That was a truck. Ball is down, the kick is up, looks good, and it is 45-14. That's Satterfield going outside. Fields fakes it, goes nowhere. Where was the blocking? Fields dropping back. He's in trouble. And safety. It just went from bad to worse.
I think that was Jeff Coons. Yes, no, it was
Back for Morgantown. He gives to the first man and through the hole and through the gap and off and running. Mike Arbogast. Big run, another Morgantown first down. Over 7 minutes to go here in the game. High formation, one wing back. And the give is to Jason Cook. Can he turn the corner? He does. Does he get the first down? It's going to be close. From East West Stadium in Fairmont, West Virginia. Cook to kick off. It's a high one. Here's Porsche again at about the 15-yard line. Couldn't we see deja vu? We might just do that. Porsche still on his feet. Gets it almost to midfield. One man in motion. And the ball is loose on the ground. Who's going to fall on it? Looks like Morgantown has it. And the whiteout says Mohegan football. There's it out. Bacher rolling to his right. He has Belmere open. He's inside the 5. Andrew Belmere to go to the air with the football. In motion is Gerard. Joe looking. Now he's under pressure. Stumbles. He's down. Not going to happen tonight. He fake punts, wide open, nobody around him. Jeremy Berkshire, how about that play, ladies and gentlemen? Philip Kramer finds him wide open. Wurzbacher, give to Yura, fighting for the next yard. He gets away from the tackle. Can he turn to the outside? He's gone. Touchdown, Morgantown. 20-yard run. Chris Yura splits the uprights. 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. Time to give to Yura. And running through traffic has the first down. Breaks it to the outside. He's across the 45 to the 40. Dancing at the 35 to 30. Will he go the distance? He's at the 20. Steps inside. 15, 10, 5. Down inside the 5 to about. Under pressure. Brought down. Oh, he gets away. Still on his feet. It was closed. Adam Kearns. Gets Wurzbacher. Makes a pitch, throws quickly, wide open. Making the catch is Miller. And Miller getting away from a few tacklers, making some nice moves. Pulled out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Here comes Brady Russell up the middle, has a hole, runs over one man. Oh my gosh. Nick Hedrick getting away with a... One man in motion behind Wurzbacher. Give to Russell for the 3rd time in a row, staying on his feet, stiff arms his own blocker into the end zone. Fantastic run, Brady Russell. 8-yard touchdown run, 20. Here's the kick, taken by Summers. Has some running room. Flag coming in though. We have Clifford coming in, but Summers has broken it to the outside. He's across the 35 to the 30 to the outside. 25 stops his motion. That's a shame, though. Here comes Yura. He has the hole. Turns the corner. One man to beat. Touchdown, Chris Yura. Another. I'll have a 35-0 lead on him. Not even halftime yet. Rolling to his right is Giroux. Under pressure, gets one away. Who was he throwing that one to? 6th time tonight. And it's not a bad kick. Heading for the right-hand corner, taking about the 20. Dropped and fumbled. Nobody knows where it is. The Mohegans have covered the second half kickoff. Who came up with it? That's 23. Ben Schreiber. They give to Allen. Allen really goes nowhere. See where they spot. has that speed other than Chris Ura. Here he comes across the 40 to the 35 to the 30. One man to beat, right down from behind at about the 21-yard line. Porsche on the reverse. And the give is to Ben Schreiber. He's stopped at the 1. Second to go from the 1. Arbogast, touchdown. 5'11", 177-pound junior Mike Arbogast. His first touchdown of the year. Here's the kick, fielded at about the 34. Hit, met hard. Tony Weber, big hit. Hirschman over center. He's gonna throw it. Has a couple of men deep, looking for Hendrick, but it's a lame duck and it's picked off. Who has it? Buddy Solomon pulls it in. One man in motion. Hirschman rolling out, looking for somebody to throw. Gets away from traffic, fires downfield, and intercepted by Thomas. No, that's not Thomas Porsche. That's Anthony Porsche. 46. Hirschman rolling to his right, under pressure, turns the wrong way, runs into the official, and yike! Right down at the 30. That's going to be minus 16. It's in the, I'd like to say it was in the air. It's picked up at about the 30. There's Ivanhouse coming on the road. 2nd and 8. And to give to Ura. Turning in the right corner. He's across the 35 to the 40. He's broken it to the outside at midfield, the 50. The 45, and it takes a host of tacklers to bring him down at about the 14. 35. They give to Ura. This is the play they ran for 25 already. He's broken it across the 20, down to about the 15-yard line, close to it. Will attempt his first field goal of the night. 33-yarder. Ball is down, kick is up. It's on its way. Does it split the uprights? Looks good. 15, 18, we'll say 28 yards west will punt. And it's going to be Summers rolling to his left. He has good blocking. 2 men to get around, steps inside, picks up 3 tacklers, and returns it to about the 40 and 12. Spocker going to throw, looking for Belmere. Instead goes near side, in and caught. That's Chad Summers. He has a Mohegan. And Spocker fakes once, looking downfield, has wide open. That's Russell. He's at the 20, the 15, makes a move, and is forced to step out of bounds. Time to split to the right, and West is going to throw. As a man in and out, intercepted across the 15 to the 10, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown. That's John Campbell, the senior. Ball's down, kick is up. It's through the uprights by Butta. Eric the lone setback. One wide to the left and the right. West to throw. Up the near side. Intercepted again. This time it's Brady Russell. And this is going to be a 22-yard touchdown return. Are you kidding me? Point after. For the uprights. Like 6. On the option, but West is going to keep it. And what a tackle. Who was that? That had to be Marsh Delona. And here's the option, and they give it to Doc Garrett. Big pursuit and coming up and making a big stop. There's the Mohawks, Jared McCardle. Here comes West on a rollout, looking downfield, and throws it just to get rid of it. There's nobody there. His mullet had him lined up. That's Marstiller, first set behind Wurzbacher. Tight reverse, it's Belmare. They snuffed it out, but he stays on his feet. He's still going, can't believe it. He's across the 50 and right down close to the 47-yard line. I formation this time. Delayed handoff. Here comes Jura around the corner across the 45. Stops, goes 40, 35, 30. One man to beat, gone. Forget it. 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown. Chris Jura's over the century mark for the night. 47-yard touchdown. Wurzbacher to kick. Say it at home. Said it before, say it again, like butter. Through the uprights. Could have been another vintage Chris Jura long run. 3rd and 10, though, now for the Mohegans. Fake to Jura, under pressure. Wurzbacher gets good blocking, though. He's going to take off at the 45, the 40. Bouncing it inside. Hit at the, at the first down mark. Left, Russell again, the lone setback. 3 wide to the left of Wurzbacher. Here comes Brady, big hole off the left side. Ball pops loose into the hands of Marstiller, though. Penalty flags out number 30. Got to get to the 14-yard line for the first. Wurzbacher rolling around, has a man wide open downfield. It's Summers. Nope, excuse me, I apologize. That's Chaz Miller. Fake the duck. No, he holds on to it. And turning the corner, can he get it to the outside? Don't want to do that. Good backside pressure by Marstiller coming up to make another hit. Was John. West slant pattern intercepted. This time it's Jared McCardle. The 10, the 5. Was he in there? No. 7.4 seconds to go. Push-ups, got to do 38 push-ups. Can we do 38? It's close. That is one long night of football. Belmare, the right wing back. One tight end. There's Brady up the middle. Bounces off one tackler across the 40 to the 35, the 30. Still on his feet at the 25. Right down at about the 22-yard line. It's Belmare, the right wing back, I formation. Wurzbacher to throw. Fires over the middle. Caught by Ben Marstiller. Marstiller second. 3rd and 5. This time West is going to pass. He's under deep pressure. He cannot get it away. 2 men make the stab. Dave Mullet on your left. And see who those on your right. That's 72. Justin Smith, the junior. Combined. Beautiful kick. Unbelievable. Taking it to 17. That's what happens when you get all night to warm up. And final. The wingback position. Russell and Jura in the backfield. One tight end to the right. Here's Chris Jura. He's going to throw it. Has a man open. Gets the ball off. And it's caught by Summers inside the 35 down to the 32-yard line. What a play by Blocker takes the snap. Delayed handoff. Jura, he's in trouble. He gets away from trouble. Across the 25, finds the hole. 10, 15, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What a run by Chris Jura. They give to Johnson. And he's dropped from behind. Who was it? That's the Mohegans 55, Jim Thomas. Out. Belmare in motion. Here comes Brady Russell. Big hole off the left end. He's inside the 10 and he's down at the 5-yard line. Beautiful run by Brady. High formation. They give it to Jura. Inside the 5. Untouched. Touchdown. Chris Jura. Second touchdown of the night. A 5-yard run. Gives credit to Eric Schuma, the fullback. Here comes Johnson rolling to his right under heavy traffic. He goes nowhere. Now in territory for Wheeling Park. Field from the shotgun. Johnson, the lone fullback. Looking to his right. Field finally, the ball's loose. It's loose, and its fumble is recovered and the Mohegans come up with it. And Beal says he had the forward motion. Let's see who had the recovery. It's Jim Thomas, another stellar defense scenario for the Patriots. See if Beal will throw. No, he holds on to it. Can he outrun Marstiller? No. Ben Marstiller. You talk about a stellar defense. Right. All right, let's see what they can do here. Two wing backs. The fullback is Johnson. And it's Beal rolling, firing, has a man wide open in the end zone. And unbelievable knocked out of the air. Was that Brady Russell or was that John Kidd? Mohegan offense has some life in them. I formation, Russell and Yura. Here comes Chris Yura, big hole across the 20. Steps it outside of the 25 to 30. Steps around him at 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Chris Yura. 81 yards, no penalty flag on the play. Mohegan Monday Night Football plays right here on WV3. It's Beal to throw again. Throwing has a man. This time it's intercepted. That's Chad Summers. Across the 25 to the 28-yard line. And Chad Summers. 2, 1, and they just get it off. Beal under pressure. Hit and dropped. Dave Mullett. Belmare in the wingback formation. Russell and Yura in the I formation. Here's Chris Yura. Good hole across the 40 to the 35. Inside the 30. Right down at about the 28-yard line. Brady here. 2nd and 6. Belmare and Marstiller. No, Yura again. He's up the middle. He's going to go untouched. Touchdown, Chris Yura. 23 yards. That'll be close to 200 with that 82-yarder. Wurzbacher's point after like butter. 1:04 to go in the third. There's Yura. Around right end, has the hole, has one man to beat. He's in the secondary. 40, 45, 50. Count them up with me. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown. Chris Yura does it again. Monday Night Football on WV3. That's a lot of push-ups, by the way. This crew has done so many push-ups this year. You ought to be built like Arnold. Wurzbacher lines him up. Summers wide to the left. Here's Chris Yura again. Still on his feet. Across the 20, the 15, 10. Well, unbelievable. Are you kidding me? And the kid is totally winded. He's totally winded. Says, that's it, I'm done. No more. And Beal in a shotgun, forced to throw it. No. Dave Mullett. That is one for the highlight reel. And not one for Drew Beal's parents. Over it.
First and goal at the 5.
Ball gives left side. It's number 33. Doesn't get into the end zone. Or does he? No. Here they come. evening, ladies and gentlemen, from Lewis County High School on a chilly yet beautiful Friday night. The #1 team in the state of West Virginia, your Morgantown Mohegans. The visiting team tonight as they face off against the Lewis County Minutemen. Good evening, I'm Chris Austin. 6-0 Morgantown coming out of this game, facing a 2-4 Lewis County team. And their 2 wins came against Philip Barber at East Fairmont. Morgantown, however, riding one of the best seasons ever, led by running back Chris Yura. And we'll get to that in a second. Morgantown has won the toss. They are receiving. Portier and Yura are back deep. And here we go. Ball's in the air. Field at about the 15-yard line. That's Portier across the 25. Got a big hole on the near side. Let's see that breakaway speed by Thomas Portier. Still on his feet at the 40. 35, right down at about the 33-yard line.
On the run back was number 31, Thomas Portier, tackled by
Thomas taking it. They marked it at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Morgantown already deep in the... It's Belmere, the left wing back. Marsh Stiller right in front of him. Same formation. Russell again, the lone step back. Here's Chris Yura. Around left end. Big hole. Chris spinning his way ahead of tacklers, bowling a couple of more over. And Yura has the first down, and he's put down at about the 9 to I formation. One wide to the left. Looks like Rodamer. Here's Yura, big hole inside the 5, touchdown. Oh, they're making it look all too easy.
Come away.
And
holding will be number 21, Jared McCardle.
Wurzbacher on to attempt the extra point, and they seem to be a man short up on the line of scrimmage. Press box announcer here in Lewis County believes it's R.L. Conaway, but we know the difference. Looks a little good.
And the extra point is
and it's a 100% good.
Morgantown 7, Lewis County nothing.
And here we go. Good kick by Flynn as it's taken at about the 6-yard line. Across the 10 to the 20. 25-yard line. Hole up the middle. And Flynn is forced to make the tackle as Tim Pickens returns it. But in Rob Crawford. Power I formation. And in the backfield.
Good job.
Runs right into Marsh Stiller.
On the carry for the Minutemen, number 80, Jay Butcher, running down by number 86, Ben Marshstiller.
Marshstiller came up and hit him. They give him 4 down. He's back in the ball game. Wind up to the left of Brady Russell. He gets the carry. And all kinds of running room for Chris Yura. Forget about it. Touchdown.
Touchdown, 22.
Penalty flags down the way. 44 yards on that touchdown carry. And Chris Yura already close to the central mark. Ball is down, kick is up, and it's good.
And the extra point is
5:06 to go here in the first quarter. It's all Mohegans.
36.
This time, it's Brady Russell on the lone back, Yura to the left of him. And they give to Brady up the middle. Across the 40, still on his feet to the 45, close to midfield, runs over tacklers, inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. Fantastic punt by Brady Russell. Yelling at the line judge momentarily. All for naught, though. Again, the same formation. This time, Wurzbacher to pass. Looking deep. Is it Summers? Has a man. Caught, touchdown. What number is that?
Wurzbacher pass completed to number 84.
Ronnie Rodamer, thank you.
Rodamer for a Morgantown touchdown.
33. Ball's down, kick is long enough, and it's good.
The extra point attempt is good. Score, Morgantown 21.
Well, you better get comfortable, folks. It's going to be a long night for Lewis County. Flynn ends this one, and it's taken at about the 15-yard line. Across the 20. Looking to get to the 25, but no. Like Armagast made the initial hit.
Initial hit made in there by number 24, Mike.
Attempted 2. I formation.
How's that ISO?
There they go. And dropped in the backfield. Jim Thomas, one of the tacklers. Who was the other one? Brady Russell, linebacker, as Butcher got the call for the 4th time in a row, but he's stopped for no gain.
4th down to the Minutemen.
4th down. See if they go to Chris Yura. Lifting them up on the line of scrimmage. Wurzbacher to throw. Rolling to his right. Has a man. Has Marstiller. It's caught at the 50. Still on his feet at the 45. And Ben Marstiller is going to go the distance. Can he outrace one man? Yes. No flags on the play.
To number 86.
75 yards. Pickens. And it's a draw play.
Oh, nice stick.
And
Pickens on the carry.
Coombs came up and made the tackle.
Jeff Coombs.
Yeah, Duke, you see my quarterback was held that ball in there for everybody to see it?
2 to the left, 2 to the right now. Set back.
Draw!
Pickens. And it's a draw play.
Oh, nice stick.
And
Pickens on the carry.
Coombs came up and made the tackle.
Jeff Coombs.
Yeah, Duke, you see my quarterback was held that ball in there for everybody to see it? We got doubles.
I formation, 2 to the right.
We're right.
Koger looking near side. Now he's going to have to run.
Go get him.
Puts his head down. Cleveland Eagles on the tackle.
Wasn't, no, it was...
As Brady Russell, Ben Marstiller. High formation for Koger. Rolling to his left. Fires. Intercepted.
Holy cow, he caught the
It's
football.
Jeff Coombs.
Coombs caught the football.
Coach A-Winger.
Good job, Coombs.
Very impressed.
Number 32, Jeff Coombs.
As Coombs returns. High formation. Here's Chris Yura. Big hole. Forget about it. 20. No, he's got some tacklers in front of him. Still on his feet. He's still in the end zone. That's one for the highlight reel. Chris Yura, 34 yards. Went on to attempt the point after. Tomorrow's Saturday, Coach.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Coach O'Hare going to church on Saturday. Glenn Henson.
You going to church with me on Sunday?
Oh. Short 2.
Ball!
Football.
Ball! We got it, our ball. Thank you very much.
Let's see what the initial call is. And the other call was Hughes fumbled it. Morgantown recovers. At the Lewis County 45.
Recovered in there by number
46.
76 from O'Higgins Johnson.
Spocker kicks it, taking it about the 9. The 20, that's West to the 30. That's Pickens. Fumbled the football. Picked up by Jeremy Berkshire. He's inside the 5, touchdown. Oh my. When it rains, it pours.
Goodness gracious.
Fumble recovered by number 33, Karen Berkshire, for an apparent Morgantown touchdown.
Picked up the ball and ran in for a touchdown.
Let's see where they spot on the 49. It's Belmere in motion. Yura. Still Yura.
Brady Russell, oh, he's gone.
No, it's Brady Russell. And he's still on his feet. Steps inside one tackler. Still on his feet. They cannot bring him down. First attempt, Mohegans. From Lewis County, 17. Too tight. And here's Brady Russell. He's close to 100 yards. He's in the end zone. Touchdown. That should give Brady the century mark.
On the carry, number 33, Brady Russell, for a Mohegan touchdown.
And that makes the score 54-6. With 3:04 to go here in the second, 28 yards. That's not official. Nonetheless, Berkshire even has 6 in the book for himself. New kicker into the game. And it's taken at about the 20. To the 25, big stick. And brought down. Who was that?
Returning the kickoff, Minuteman is number 80, Jay Butcher.
Is that Arbogast? Yes, Mike Arbogast with a big stick.
And on the stop to the Mohegans is number 44, Mike Arbogast.
Fullback of the future. This time it's West wide to the right. 2 behind quarterback Koger. And hard hit. Big hit.
Jay Butcher's the ball carrier.
Is that
Met in
Arbogast?
there by number 68, Terry Haslew.
Terry Haslew. We'll give Haslew credit. I thought it was Arbogast. There's Thomas Porcher. Around right end, has good speed. Across the 40-yard line, has the Mohegan first down.
Number 31, the ball carrier, Thomas Porcher for the Mohegans.
He gets inside the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39-yard line. Power eye. Right side. Here they come. No! Who in the initial stop?
Number 80, Jay Butcher, the ball carrier.
Initial First and 10. Koger, play action fake under pressure and brought down by the sleeve of his jersey. Terry Haslew, the junior, making the sack. Koger's dropped for a big loss. Inside. Split back. Tedder on the reverse. Here's Tony Weber. No, it's Ben Schreiber, excuse me. Can Schreiber turn the corner? Yes, he does. First down, Mohegans, and a little more.
Number 23, Ben Schreiber, the ball carrier.
Not really much to lose. 4th and 11. Peter's going to throw it. Rolling to his left. Looking downfield for a man. Fires one long. Has a man wide open. And it's caught by Berkshire. And he trots into the end zone for the touchdown. No, that's Ben Schreiber. I apologize. And the Mohegans have found a score. Morgantown 63, Lewis County 18. The Mohegans go to 7-0 and will remain #1 in the state. Fantastic. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from Pony Lewis Field, a wet and rainy Pony Lewis Field here in Morgantown. Your #1 team in the state, the Morgantown Mohegans, get set to host the Monarchs of John Marshall High School. Hello again, everybody. I'm Chris Austin. Thanks for being here on this wet, rainy senior night, and I don't know whether you can tell too much or not whether that or John Marshall. And it's a roller, touched and picked up at about the 24-yard line. And it was Jared Ryan returning the football for John Marshall. And the Monarchs start 1st and 10 from their own 29. Trips to the right. Big pressure. Mullet throws them, but it's incomplete. I tell you what, Mullet came out of nowhere and ran Josh Ryan in 3 yards and run Brady Russell. This time, 2 to the right of Wurzbacher. And there's Brady Russell, big hole. In 15, 10-5 for a 3-1 touchdown. Great run by Brady Russell. Oh, look at him. Senior night, and he's wearing number 43. Tom for... Ball's down, kick is up. And it's good. 7:51. Go in the first quarter. Number 77, a junior. Wurzbacher kicking off, and this one's bounced to 15, taken inside the 20. Still is with the 25 before Wurzbacher comes up, makes a big hit. I believe that was Campbell that finished him off. It's Belmere in the wingback position. Here's Chris Yura at the 10, at the 5, steps inside, touchdown. Put his shoulder down and rammed his way in. Good run. Nothing. Wurzbacher kicks off to Squibber, fielded at the 25-yard line, waiting for the hole, and Coombs nails him. I mean, he nailed it. One man in motion from the near side. Here's Inkland in the backfield. Coombs trips him up. And Inkland is brought down deep. And I mean, he's brought down Belmere, the wingback. Marsteller tight to the left. And it's a fake. And Wurzbacher's going to keep it around right end. He's inside the 30. Still on his feet at the 35. Fights his way to the 40-yard line. Where is Flynn Wurzbacher coming from? I mean, Morgantown just has to get it to the 2 for the first down. Again, I formation. Miller wide to the left. Wurzbacher on the keeper. He's inside the 5, pounds his way and close to the end zone, what do they say? No. He's out of bounds before the ball crossed the plane. He does have a first down, though. He should. And they mark the football just inside the 1-yard line. So Wurzbacher, another carry for him tonight. 6-yard carry for Flynn. First and goal from the 1.
First and goal at the 1.
See who gets the call. Will be the senior Russell on senior night. Pressure on the coaches. Or will they give it to the junior Chris Yura? They give it to Yura. Touchdown. Chris Yura's second touchdown of the night, a 1-yard pound. And when he gets a touch, and McCarter on to attempt the point after. McCarter to hold. Wurzbacher to attempt the point after. Where's my head? To the uprights and good. Wurzbacher with another good attempt. This time Yura lined up wide to the left. Belmere in motion. And he's looking at Yura downfield on an out pattern, and it is caught. Are you kidding me? Touchdown, Mohegans. There is a penalty flag, though, in the backfield. The 13, excuse me, it's at the 13-yard, a 17-yard pass play. It's Rodamer wide to the left. They give to Yura. Can he turn the corner? Steps inside. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Outruns the defense. Touchdown. And continuing to look as equally impressive as he has all year. Tight to the left. Wurzbacher rolling around, looking downfield. Has a man open in the middle. Caught by Miller, and he's hit hard. Close to the 11-yard line, the initial line of scrimmage. Or was that Chad Summers? I apologize. No, it was 85. Less than a yard. Shearer lined up to the left of fullback Brady Russell. They give to Brady. Up the middle. Pounds his way, has the first down and a touchdown. Brady Russell gets his same backs as always. Marsteller is tight to the right. Yura on the pitch out. Across the 50 to the 45. Good blocking in front of him. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown. Chris Yura. A 50-yard touchdown run. He's looking for flags. Doesn't see any. Neither do I. And Chris Yura really should find this out. Break out the calculators and such. Wurzbacher's kick splits the uprights with authority. 1 minute, 32 seconds to go. And they give it to Arbogast. Finds the hole. He's into the end zone. Who'd have thought? Third time's a charm, and the Mohegans break the 50-point barrier. I mean, they are just rolling over opposition here. Delayed handoff, pitch out. And this is trouble. Nowhere. 4 Mohegans come up with the tackle.
number 10, Ronald Rodamer. That's the first down for Motown High to 11:49. Carries the ball for the Norwegians. Brian Thurns makes the stop for the Hawks. First and goal, MHS. Just inside the 3. Well, make that the 2. 33, Brady Russell, scores an MHS touchdown. Taken down, attempting to pass, number 50, Alan Burns. First Buckner's pass complete to number 86, Vander Barnstable. For an MHS touchdown.